everyday thing. It's an everyday thing. It's an everyday thing when you let your nuts hang.
My youth pastor grabbed my butt. He grabs my butt. Yes, y'all. So I'm in Vegas right now, and I was about to do a quick little get ready with me, and I put music over it. But I was like listening to music. One of my friends always tells me that my love life growing up should have been a book. So let's get ready together while I tell y'all story time. It's gonna be called The Youth Pastor. The Youth Pastor. So this story takes place when I was in high school. I think I was like 18 because I'm sure I was like, I think I graduated early. So I think I was either right about to graduate or I had already graduated. Ended up graduating a couple of months early in February. And obviously I was going to start college in the fall. So basically I was like, okay, cool. I'll just pick up extra shifts at my job. So at this time I was working at Marshall's. So to pick this story up, we ended up getting a new coworker. This coworker's name, we're going to call him Steven. Let me paint the picture for you, girl. So Steven came in. He is skinned. He has like freckles. He's like maybe 5'11", like 5'10", 5'11". His build is kind of like a baseball player. We started flirting with each other. He started giving me compliments because I worked in the fitting room and he worked in the shoes. So he would like intentionally stop by here and there to kind of talk to me, see what's going on. Eventually we exchanged numbers. So this particular time I remember we were both doing the closing shift and I think he said something was wrong with his car. So he was waiting for someone to come pick him up. And I was like waiting with him. He being me, I was just like, oh, well, you know, I'll take you home. Mind you, I don't know this man. I don't know how far he lives. But I said, I'll take you home because I was just insane back then. But I was just like, yeah, like, I'll take you home. So he was like, oh, well, you know, that's perfect. So I actually don't even live far. So he hops in my car. We end up driving to his house. And he didn't live far. He didn't lie. And, you know, I dropped him off. Cool. After that, things, like, really picked up between us. I still have a high school mind. So keep that in mind, okay? Please. So months go by, we're flirting when we see each other. We already exchanged numbers. And then he ends up asking to take me on a date. It was to go see a movie. So we go see a movie. He actually picked me up from my mom's house. She did not know. She did not know what was going on. I actually don't even think she was home. But anyway, we end up going on a date to the movie. Funny enough, I don't remember what movie we watched, but I remember him picking me up, us going to see the movie, and then after the movie, we stayed in this car just talking. We talked so long that night about everything and anything, okay? Okay, so that's basically how it was. Like, we would be flirting when we saw each other, we were texting, we were calling each other, we would go on small dates here and there. Mind you, keep in mind, it's very important. We never kissed, did nothing, absolutely. We had not even did a peck. But in my mind, that was my end. You couldn't tell me nothing, because remember, high school mind, okay? High school mind. I end up going to Texas Tech. I'm telling everybody, I got a boyfriend. Like, I got a boyfriend. I have a man. Like, what do you mean? Like, what do you mean? Okay. Mind you, this was very short-lived because I literally have a freshman year story time with another guy that went to Tech. Y'all want to hear? Okay, so in my head, that's my man, right? So I'm going, you know, going through the bases, and I end up going home for like, I think it was like fall break or something like that, and we link up, right? So this particular day, I'm back home in Dallas, right? I'm back home, and he's like, oh, you know, I would really like to see you, you know, can you come over? And something was wrong with my car. I can't remember what was wrong with it, but I couldn't drive. So he was like, well, I'll come pick you up. And again, I remember this night because it was raining. He came, he drove all the way to my mama's house. Again, my mama was not home, and she did not know I was leaving the house. So he came and picked me up from my mama's house, and I remember, since it was raining, I ran outside, and he like opened the door from inside, and I just thought to myself, like, oh my gosh, he's such a gentleman, like, he's such a gentleman, all because he opened the door from inside the car. Y'all, again, I was insane. So we get to this place, we're watching a movie. He has, it's not a sectional, so I guess it's like a couch and a love seat. I'm sitting on the left seat, he's sitting on the couch. We literally sit that way the whole entire movie because, again, mind you, we have never kissed, we've never pet, nothing, just hugs and flirts, okay? Hugging and flirting, that's what we was doing. So we were talking after the movie, and he kind of said something slick like, well, you know, somebody wants to sit all the way on the other side of the couch. Mind you, I didn't know he was trying to flirt with me because he was just a couple of years older than me, but that counts. Like, when you're coming from someone who is like a freshman in college, yeah, like, I didn't know what he was getting at. Anyway, so I didn't pick up on it. I was just like, okay. It starts to get late, and he's like, let's just go ahead and go to bed. I'm like, okay, let's go to bed. So we walk into his room. He has this John 3:16 banner on his wall because, remember, youth pastor. So so we're in his bedroom and we're underneath the sheets, and we're just talking. I don't remember what led to this, but he kisses me, y'all. The man kisses me, and I'm not talking about a peck. I'm talking about he full blown is sticking his tongue down my throat. Like, he is kissing me. And y'all, the youth pastor grabbed my butt. He grabs my butt. Yes, he did. So now, if you didn't think that you was my man before, you're my man now, because now you touched my butt. you're my man. We go together for real. Like, you're my man. So that night, that's all that happened. We just made out and kissed, and then we eventually ended up falling asleep, right? So the next day, he's like, I need to get back home because my mom was working nights, and I was trying to make it before she came back home. I know the color is off, but I promise it's gonna come together at the end. So he ends up taking me home, but he does get a flat tire off of George Bush. And remember, my mom doesn't know that I'm gone, and she worked nights, so I had to make it home before her. So I had to call my friend Beast to come pick me up, but she ain't had her toe tag yet. So the particular place that I was on George Bush, it's like, they're like hills. Like, it's like the hilly part of George Bush. And I remember having to get down and go down this hill to meet her. It was crazy. But anyway, I ended up making it back home. But that's how you know I should have never been out. I should have been home at my mama's house. So let's go ahead and fast forward. I ended up going back to tech after the break, and now I'm in love. Okay, so now I'm in love. I have this man and I love him. Okay, and then one particular day, I get a phone call. I get a phone call from this spicy Latina mommy. Okay, I get a phone call from her, and she's like, "Do you know Steven?" And I'm like, "Yeah, that's my man." She then proceeds to tell me that Steven is the father of her child. And also, she's not saying this in a friendly way, by the way. Like, she's not nice at all. Steven is the father of her child. They've been together for X amount of years. That's her man. And basically, I need to stop talking to him because that's her man. Like, what am I doing? Like, are you okay? So remember, this is the youth pastor. So him doing all this did not make sense to me. I'm just like, who are you? I don't believe you. He has a kid. Like, I'm so confused. So I end up obviously going back to Steven. I'm like, Steven, why is the spicy Latina mommy telling me that you got a kid? So he's like, oh, she's crazy. That's when I knew I should have ran. I should have ran. That's when I knew I should have ran. He was like, she's crazy. That's not even my child. We started dating and I would like take care of him, but no, that's not my child. Whoop, 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 whoop. And again, I believed him because I was what? It wasn't there. So we kept on talking and everything was good until one day the girl called me again, and off of another number because I had blocked her. The girl called me, cussing me out, yelling at me. She was texting me. She was harassing me. Okay. She was like, I'm going to find you. Where are you? Let's fight. Mind you, that's my man, first off. So he told me that he don't even know you for real. Like, he don't even know you for real. So she was just coming at me and it was just like, something wasn't adding up. So I don't know why it took me forever to do this, but I ended up getting on Instagram and I found her like Instagram. Sure enough, there's pictures of her, him, and the baby. Well, he was like a toddler. Like all these pictures of her and him, they're together. They even have an internet relationship, okay? Because there were no pictures of us. Like no one knew about Steven and I unless I said something. The youth pastor was a liar. The youth pastor played me, y'all. The youth pastor played me. So obviously he's still trying to talk to me, still trying to make things work. And I'm just like, not the youth pastor. Not the youth pastor, but indeed it was the youth pastor. He was trying to play both of us. So we eventually stopped talking well, not eventually, we actually stopped talking. And then it was easier because he actually ended up getting fired from Marshall's. He ended up getting fired from Marshall. Sorry, it's not laughable because I actually hated the reason why he got fired, but neither here nor there. He got fired from Marshall's and I would always go home. Like whenever I went home for the break, I would always work there. So it was just easier because at least I didn't get to see him. But he did contact me like years after and was like, you're so beautiful. I really wish I could have another chance with you. Mind you, he wasn't even trying to hide Spicy Latina Mommy at this point. I went on his Instagram page, the same page that he DM'd me from, with all pictures of her, and they have a kid now. Now, I don't know till this day. I don't know why I picked this up. I don't know till this day. First child was actually his, but that second child was his baby. That looked just like Steven. That was your baby. And you really still, you want Spicy Latina Mommy to come find me? I'm not trying to deal with her. And honestly, the whole situation was a true eye-opener because it made me realize that I can't put these men on a high pedestal. Because since he was a youth pastor, I was like, this is my man. It was destined to be. I'm going to become a first lady. I'll for the youth pastor to play in my face and have a Spicy Latina Mommy try to threaten me while I'm studying for my calculus exam. Y'all, my makeup is looking so trash right now, and I left so many of my products at home. I'm so annoyed. I'm so annoyed. So that's pretty much the end of the story time. Like I said, we stopped talking. It was a huge lesson learned, you know, but I really thought that I was gonna become a first lady. But, you know, obviously it didn't happen. It didn't happen. And if anything, let my stories be a lesson to you girlies out there. Like, don't be fooled by just because of what person does or how they talk or what they say. Don't be fooled because baby, the youth pastor was playing 2 women and had a kid and had another kid and still tried to talk to me. Anyway, babe, so I'm gonna go get dressed and go downstairs and play on the penny machines and wait for my friends to get here. But let me know down in the comments if you want more story times, because trust me, it gets worse. Like, it took me a really long time to learn my lesson. So let me know down below if you want to hear more, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.
What it do, everyday people, man? It's your boy PJ. Today we back with another lit video. Back in the confessional. Yes, we staying lit, big dog. Hey, man, listen. Hey, listen. Sometimes sometimes the pastors be pedophiles. Sometimes the pastors be the pedophiles. Let's keep it real. You know, one thing I've never experienced is watching a person of God mess with a young lady. I haven't experienced a person. But I've seen a deacon mess with a young boy. I mean, I didn't see it with my own eyes, like I didn't watch it, but I know it was happening in a church. And you know what? I used to see that dude all the time in the church. And now I think about all the time he was shaking my hand. He really wanted to shake my ass. This nigga was over there just praying on the little boys. Cause I was a young man when I met that guy, and I was just, but I ain't hey. But it all came out because they something happened, but the little boy serviced the deacon, and yeah, y'all know how that turned out. So, I think the deacon saw that in him a long time ago, and took his took his shot when he too young, you know. One thing I heard on the radio earlier today is that, like, men people don't take um people don't take les or woman on woman or woman on young man um sexual abuse serious. It's only men on women, women on men on young women, and men on young boys. And even men on grown men, they don't take men on grown men sexual abuse serious. Wait. No, I mean they take wait, they don't take men, grown men on grown men sexual abuse serious. They take grown men on little boys serious. Everybody takes that serious. Um, but they don't take women on. Did I say that right? They take they don't take women on women sexual abuse serious. They don't take women on young men serious, but they do take any man doing anything to anybody else. Young men, you know, unless you're a grown man. If you're a grown man and you claim sexual abuse from a man, they won't take you serious. But other than that, you know, crazy situation. People, I shout out to my everyday people who acknowledge that, you know, what I went through in my life was like, they was like, PJ, you was, that woman shouldn't have did that. I didn't. think of that like that. But you know, it is what it is. But it was wrong. But it is. So, but that's why you know I was talking to my daughter and her friends because you know I tell them like y'all not gonna get away with shit over here. This is not the I can do what I want over just because I'm a single father. That don't that and I'll be like, hey, y'all, you know, y'all can have a good time. And that don't mean that don't mean uh take my kindness for weakness. Cause I'm checking everything. I got cameras everywhere. Everywhere. Every time my door open. Every time every time a window open, every time somebody walk in my backyard, front yard, if they walking they dog at 4:30 in the morning, my camera gonna let me know. I had a cat walk under my car. My camera let me know. Okay? So what I'm saying is I understand that this stuff happens and people do it sneakily and kids gonna be sneaky and they gonna continue to do stuff because she was saying that oh my mom was going to work so I was meeting with the grown man. I have to tell my daughter like dude listen to me. Don't don't do that. They only want one thing and you are too gullible to listen because you think oh my daddy's just being mean. No, girl, like bruh, gonna make me like it just don't make no sense. You can't express enough and I just be like until they show you and then until she experienced her first heartbreak and I was like now look at you over here looking like a black sea lion. You should have just listened to me. And you think these dudes really care about you? Nope. They don't. Y'all in middle school and high school. They don't care about you like that. You see all these women having trouble in the dating pool right now. It started from these young men and they getting worse every year. And now I got to deal with my daughter's heartbreak. No, absolutely not. My other daughter, I'm not gonna tell her that. Man, I be telling my daughter the wildest shit. Um, my other daughter, she went to prom with her friends. This is her junior prom. She got asked out. She turned people down. She was like, y'all just trying to get inside of my dress. She was like, I'm not having that. My daughter, my 17-year old, she a nerd. So I appreciate her nerdiness, but whatever, you know. But then I gotta watch her girlfriends like, mm. And why is this girl wearing a tuxedo looking ass?